To celebrate our local players to the Hall of Fame. I really appreciate everybody that came out, spent their hard-earned money coming all the way to Tulsa and playing in this event, and I appreciate it. I'm going to turn this over to the first person we're going to celebrate, and they tell you what. Tulsa Foosball would not have been the same without them, because they're the ones that created the Tulsa Billiard Palace, and that's where a lot of us started playing, continued to play. We probably played there 20 years, and they definitely supported us. They were definitely in our corner, helped us build this and grow this. At one time, we had 12 tables going in that location at all times, and that was owned by Rex Bennett. Where is Rex? Rex Bennett, thank you for all you did as well. Scott Noles, you did a lot of that as well. Melanie helped with that. We had a lot of people that actually helped build Tulsa Foosball. But it wouldn't have been the same without Tulsa Billiard Palace. It was an amazing foosball location. And we want to celebrate Jim and Laura McDermott for opening that location. They opened this location as well, by the way. And they owned this one for multiple years. And man, where are they? I know they're here, but I don't see them. Oh, I see Laura. Laura and Jim, come on up. They declined to talk, but let's give them a nice round of applause. We do appreciate them coming out here, and thank you for all that you've done. Second person we're going to celebrate, it's actually two people. They were brothers, and they were amazing players. John and Randy Bruner. I mean, if you were old school foosball, you did not want to play these guys. John would kill you. He was amazing. Kevin, you can attest to that, right, Kevin?
Yes, sir. You got that right. Love it, Kevin.
And strange story. Actually, John wound up working with me at FedEx for a while too, so we got to know each other pretty well. Yeah, that guy right over there got in the trap. Yeah, Brandon Lyle got trapped. But anyway, man, I didn't get to see you guys play that much because you were kind of done, but I did get to play against you for a few years, and man, it was always fun. It was always great competition, and I appreciate what you did with Oklahoma Foosball, and I wish your brother could have been here for this. So do you want to say something?
It's been a long time for me, but I know my brother would be here if he was here. He passed away in 2010. But all the foosball family still feels the same. We love all you guys, and all the love's there too. And I may be back in here a little bit and try some again. I don't know. Yeah! Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it, man. Man, short and sweet. This is how we like it, so we can get back to the foosball. All right, the next one we're going to celebrate. I'll tell you what. I played long term with a couple of partners, and this was the guy that I started with, really. And we won multiple titles together. One of the best goalies I've ever played with. One of the best scoring goalies I've ever seen. And Scott Noles, come on up here. Scott Noles.
I'm not real good at giving speeches, but shut up, Mikey. I want to thank some of my early partners all the way through the rest of my career, and CJ Doss was
Where is CJ? CJ
right over here.
Where is he? There he is, right there.
He used to tell me that I couldn't do any of the talking, that he would do all the talking, he would do all the S talking. So after he quit playing, I became the S talker. And then players like Melanie and especially Tony and Trad, I can't thank them enough. Those guys were amazing. And also I want to thank the election committee for letting me in. And you guys get back to foosball, and I will shut up because Trad's next.
Thank you, Scotty, man. Appreciate you being here. All right, we got one more, and I got somebody else to present that one.
Hey, this next guy, everybody, there's a room full of people who this guy makes feel really, really special. You walk away from a conversation with him, feeling better. He just makes the world a better place. I can't imagine life without him. He's transformed Tulsa foosball. He made it fun to play. It's always a good time with him. He gets you. He will talk you under the table. He will probably drink you under the table. Everybody loves him. Trad Powell.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. It means more. I love you guys. It means more. I had to write something because I knew that I couldn't, keep everything together. Yeah, short-term memory. So, all right. First off, I want to thank Magoo's for hosting the event. Putting up with all us misfits, dealing with us can be challenging. I get it. So thanks to Magoo's. Appreciate you. Congratulations to Laura and my fellow inductees. Scott, means a lot. Thank you to Tony and Kathy for throwing this awesome event for all of us and making it possible for us to compete. So that's amazing. Thank you. To Jim and Laura, thank you for having a venue that we could compete at. If not for you, we would not be here today doing what we love. So that's not lost on me, and thank you for that. Thanks to Rex for keeping the tournaments going, allowing us to, keep foosball going. Thanks to Kathy and Tony for keeping it going. It's a thankless job, but it means a lot to all of us, and it's a big deal. To Oklahoma foosball community, thank you for embracing me as one of your own. I appreciate it. What started off as a casual pastime has blossomed into a full-blown obsession. It was a love affair with a game that would shape my life in ways I could never imagine. I have a quick story, and then I'll leave you guys. So, in the 90s, I thought I was a pool player. I thought I was a hustler. And I was in Owasso, yes. I thought I could play pool. I wanted to be the best in the world, but while in Wausau, I ran into a guy named Danny Anderson, who proceeds to tell me about foosball tournaments at the Jungle. And he tells me that pretty much him and his cousin Joe Williams was a world champion, and Danny was going to be a state champion. And I had no idea what worlds and state was. It seemed so funny to me, and I was like, huh? So Danny says I should go to a tournament at the Jungle. I go to the Jungle. I run into, some of the best players in the world. And, I was stunned when I saw everyone, how they controlled the ball, the way they passed the ball, the way they shot the ball. The house was packed. I had never witnessed the game played in this manner. Watching Kevin and Joe, Bill and Billy, Andre, Shante, Brian, Buddy, Danny, seeing Shelly and Diane, Charlene, from Ted to Terry, Tracy, Dave, Eddie, all you guys. There's more than I can name, but you guys were the foosball players to me, and that's what I remember. So a few weeks later, Danny tells me that there's a DYP in Oklahoma City at the Starbucks. I didn't know what Starbucks was, but I was a gambler and I wanted to go play pool. So he tells me I could probably get in action at Starbucks. So I go there and I asked him, what time does it start? And he says, midnight. That's what time the tournament started. And I was like, midnight? Yes. So we proceed to Oklahoma City. We show up about 10 p.m. to a packed house of over 100 foosball players. And I was in complete shock. Everyone knew each other, everyone hanging out. They all had game, new styles, new approaches. I was mind blown. We stayed until like 6 a.m. Not only was the game amazing, but the camaraderie was shocking to me. In pool, we were all trying to rob each other. We were all trying to hustle each other, trying to get each other's money. But in foosball, there was a companion and there was a community that I didn't really notice until later on. So after hanging out, it was a huge contrast. But don't get me wrong, I liked hustling, but I also liked, so I was in. And once I began to compete, I started to notice how different styles and approaches that I was fortunate to play against locally now would help me nationally. So they were the reason for my success because there were so many good players around here I got to play with every day. And then there was Tommy. He was the undisputed best in the world. Getting beat by him only made me stronger, more resilient, more prepared for challenges that awaited me. When you're getting beat by the best, it's hard to really get fazed by anyone else. So he was a big part of it, so I thank him for that. Some of my favorite memories of foosball was when we did the Southwest Tornado region, where we had the Arkansas, Texas, Missouri. We were all competing, and Link created that, and it made one of the, I would say, toughest fields of competition that you could deal with at the time. And I really thank him for that. It was a great memory for me. But I thank all of those who were part of it, and I can't name everyone, but there's too many. But from Tulsa to OKC, from Washington County to Mays County, from Florida to California, Arkansas, Mississippi, Colorado, Kansas, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama. I mean, there's just too many to name, but to all of you, I have so much love and respect and admiration. You're definitely a part of this for me. Yes, Texas too, okay? All right, Texas too, even though it's hard, it's tough.
Had to beat up on somebody.
To those who've gone before us, from Jimbo to Darren, Big City, Wynette, Charlie, Rick, Danny, Shantae, and so many others, I miss you and you're a part of this. So I'm not mad at that, but no. Okay, when I think back on my journey in foosball, it's not just victories or trophies that come to mind. It's the friendships forged along the way. From the moment I first stepped up to the table, I was welcomed into a community of passionate players who loved the game. Whether we were facing off in fierce competitions or cheering each other on from sidelines, there was always a sense of community and family. Foosball has a unique way of bringing people together. It's a game that fosters connections and cultivates friendships that last a lifetime. In the heat of the battle, we may be opponents, but off the table, we're allies united in a mutual love for the admiration of the game. I've had the privilege of competing against some of the finest players in the world, each one pushing me to raise my game to the new heights. But more than that, I had the honor of calling them my friends. So to my fellow players, both past and present, I want to express my deepest gratitude. Thank you for your camaraderie, your sportsmanship, but mostly your friendship. Whether we were sharing offenses or defenses, complaining over tough losses, or celebrating hard-fought victories, you've been there for every step of the way. It is because of you I stand here tonight filled with gratitude and pride.
Goddamn right. Goddamn
That's it.
right.
It's on you. But friendships in foosball extend beyond the players themselves. It encompasses the entire community that surrounds the game. From the organizers and volunteers who work behind the scenes to make each tournament a success, to the spectators and families who cheer us on. Each and every person plays a vital role in shaping the foosball experience. It is a sense of community that makes foosball more than just a game. It's a way of life. In accepting this incredible honor, I'm reminded of the countless friendships that I've enriched my life both on and off the foosball table. To be recognized among the best of the game in my home state is a privilege beyond measure, and one that I will cherish for the rest of my days. But more than that, it's a celebration of friendships that have sustained throughout the journey, a journey filled with laughter, passion, community, and shared love for a beautiful game of foosball. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone. This is a tremendous honor, and you are a part of it. I love you. Thank you.
Can we get all 4 of the people that actually got inducted to come up here so we can get some pictures of it? Can we get Laura and Jim and John to come back up here?